My name is Wendy Alligood. I've been a Christian since I was 17. I did not grow up in a Christian home, but was fortunate to come to know the Lord in college and met a wonderful, godly man. We've been married for 33 years. We've been members here, I think, about 10 years now. About a year ago, last November, I was diagnosed with a very rare form of cancer. About 1 in 100,000 people develop this particular type. It was in my salivary gland, and I was told then that it was particularly nasty and aggressive. We went through surgery twice and also radiation and chemo, and in June of last year, or this year, I was declared cancer-free. Then in October, I started having daily headaches. Not terrible. I could control them with Tylenol and work, but it was every single day. So I attempted to see several different specialists to rule out normal things like migraines or sinus issues, and finally ended up in the hospital because one day I woke up and my vision had been impacted. They've determined that I have at least 11 brain lesions. Brain cancer is treatable, but not curable. So in November of 2021, when I got the first diagnosis, I was surprised, of course. No one in my family gets cancer. We're a heart disease family, and so I questioned the doctor, and I just almost found it funny that I had this super rare form of cancer because that crazy stuff like that just happens to me. But I was just determined to beat it. I guess I thought, well, even if it's rare, I'll do what needs to be done. I did lean on the Lord heavily. I had my verse was the one about the bleeding woman who wanted to be close enough to touch Jesus's garment and be healed. And so that's what I clung to. I've just immersed myself in him and sought him constantly. I felt like it would not only heal me, but allow me to have peace here and now. This time I've been told I can't be cured. And so no one knows how long I have. And I just really concentrate on those promises that none of us are given any time, and we live like we are. And so I really developed a very sudden urge to tell people about the Lord, to live with him constantly. I do feel like he's right with me. Sitting in the hospital, people were concerned I was lonely. I was not. I really felt like he was just there, like we were constantly discussing the whole entire situation. That I didn't have to pray. I was in a state of prayer. And I do have complete peace. I believe the Lord will heal me for his glory. He will heal me here on earth through doctors, or he'll heal me when I get to heaven. But I will be cancer-free. So this experience is not something I would wish on anyone, but I do feel like I've benefited, that I'm much closer to the Lord. I really rely on his promises and his peace. I've never been afraid, I can honestly say. There have been difficult times physically, but spiritually and mentally, I've had his peace, and it is not explainable any other way. It is definitely the peace that passes understanding. So people ask, how I'm really feeling. I've never questioned why me, or been angry with the Lord. He's God and I am not. And I expect him to get glory from this in some way, and I'm willing to walk this path in order for that to happen. To me, life is often difficult. It's not always fun. And so having the Lord, having that hope is everything to me. If you don't know the Lord, I strongly encourage you to get to know him. He is a friend who will never leave you. He will not let you down. If you do know the Lord and you're going through a difficult time, just lean on him. He promises he'll carry us when we can't walk another step. And just don't take what you have for granted. We all live like we have forever here on this earth, but we don't. We're not promised anything. So just live intentionally. Focus on the Lord. That will give you strength and peace, and others will recognize that in you. So the verse I'm clinging to this time is 2 Corinthians 5:8. To be absent from this body is to be present with my Lord. And I do feel like it gives me peace on a daily basis to know that he will heal me in his time. It may be here on earth, but it probably won't be unless there's a miracle. I'll probably be healed in heaven one day. And I can live daily with that promise, unafraid, knowing that he keeps his promises.